Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Talking Politics here at The Hindu with me, Nistula Hebbar. Well, this was a week where India continued to battle with the massive second wave of COVID 19 that has hit us. A face off, a big one, between the government and big tech companies, and the destruction brought about by Cyclone Yas. In the midst of all this, the tiny set of islands called Lakshadweep, India's smallest union territory, managed to grab the headlines, all due to the new set of proposed rules and laws brought in by the new administrator there, Praful Khoda Patel. While the UT's authorities have said that the proposed change in rules, etc., have been brought in to basically develop the set of islands into a tourist magnet, just like Maldives, it has sparked off a lot of local resentment and fears that it could end up hurting the island's ecology, culture, and even the way that it has connect with the mainland. Now, I'll go over some of these new rules and proposed changes that have created so much of local unrest in Lakshadweep. The biggest one, the one which is creating the maximum amount of discomfort locally, is the Lakshadweep Development Authority regulation. Basically, it vests this authority with rights to designate certain areas as planning areas for the development of townships to create tourism infrastructure, which includes roads, highways, buildings, etc., etc. This also, locals say, obviates the need to consult the Gram Panchayats, as had been put down in the Ravindran Committee report, which deals with how land is to be acquired and how Lakshadweep is to be treated. It also raises fears that the small land holdings, which come under the Scheduled Tribes Act, they also may be acquired without the earlier process which was required to acquire them, and actually it was very difficult to acquire these scheduled tribe lands. Now there are two major fears with regard to this act. A, it will allow indiscriminate land acquisition for development of tourism in the area, and secondly, it will change demography and ecology in these very sensitive islands. A ban on beef, or at least a major regulation in its consumption, is also being proposed, as is a ban on anybody with more than 2 children fighting panchayat polls. All of these acts, along with the new Prevention of Antisocial Activities Act, which basically allows local authorities to take into custody to prevent anybody from indulging in antisocial activities and keeping them away from legal representation from 6 months to a year, is creating a lot of unrest. Especially the last bit. A lot of people are fearing that rather than what the administration is saying, that these are basically, this act is basically aimed to get at some of the drugs and arms related crimes that have been happening, it is actually to crush any kind of dissenting voice against the proposed changes and rules. Needless to say, this brewing unrest has also taken on political hues. And the role of the UT's administrator, Mr. Praful Khoda Patel, has come under particular fire. Now, Mr. Praful Khoda Patel had taken over additional charge of Lakshadweep along with Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, charge which he was holding earlier, after the death of former administrator, the late Dineshwar Sharma. All the changes that have been brought in place, currently being debated, were brought in by Mr. Patel. Now, Mr. Patel is no stranger to controversy, as his name had also come up in connection with the death of Dadra and Nagar Haveli MP Mohan Delkar, who died by suicide earlier this year. All of this has led to the local MP from Lakshadweep, Faisal Muhammad PP, to accuse Mr. Patel of having a dictatorial, autocratic attitude. And his party leader, NCP chief Sharad Pawar, has sought a meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah in order to urge him to either repeal or take back any process with regard to these new rules being notified, or to recall Mr. Patel from his role as the UT's administrator. The Kerala High Court on Friday was hearing a case in regard to these proposed changes and has asked the administration to explain what these proposed changes are. Uh, the battle lines, as far as politics is concerned, have been drawn. The CPM, the NCP, and the Congress are firmly ranged against any of these changes taking place in Lakshadweep. Now, what does the BJP think? Very strangely, the BJP is also split with regard to the changes being proposed. Some local party leaders are upset that these changes are going through. They don't like the kind of changes that are being proposed. Although, when I spoke to Mr. A.P. Abdullah Kutti, who is the BJP's vice president and in charge of party affairs in Lakshadweep, he said that these kind of differences of opinion did not constitute a split, and that these changes were actually just a proposal and that everybody would be taken on board while going ahead with it. How will the situation resolve itself? Will the administrator give in and repeal all the proposed new changes, or go through the legal process that has now been initiated in the Kerala High Court? Will the Home Ministry step in, intervene, and try and resolve issues with political stakeholders in place? All of this is yet to be seen and yet to unspool. What is clear is that the concerns of Lakshadweep, India's smallest union territory, have washed ashore to mainland India. Thank you for being with us. I'll see you next week.